Well, Chelsea are back, aren't they? What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you lot are all doing well, man. And welcome to the match review of Chelsea's 2-1 win away at Aston Villa in the Premier League. Oh my god, Chelsea are just exhausting, man. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we got the vital 3 points, took advantage of all the teams around Chelsea in the table, dropping points. Goals from Olivier Giroud and Captain America Christian Pulisic. We're going to talk about how the game went in just a second. But let me just express how I feel in terms of Chelsea being back. It really does feel like the Premier League is back, doesn't it? With like Man City just being flawless, you know, straight away. Man United, Tottenham like dramas, Arsenal just being hilarious for a couple of games, and you know the dramas against Brighton, and Chelsea, you know, conceding against the run of play, coming from behind, dominating games but not looking convincing, and generally looking poor defensively. Oh my word, the Premier League is back. We're going to crack open that oh so sweet analysis screen in just a moment and talk about the game a little bit more. And oh boy, there is a lot of talking points. But quickly, a reminder to you guys to subscribe to Football Therapy if you've not yet done so. I upload daily, sometimes twice a day. A lot of you watch my videos and you're not subscribed, so please show your support, mate. Drop a sub, bell notifications icon, click, and why not like this video, please? Oh, that's kind of you. Cheers. Alright, let's get into it. Right then, to get into this game, we're going to need the analysis screen, so let's bring that bad boy up now. Whoosh, as you can see, I've made use of the Who Scored Match Center graphic yet again to illustrate what went down in this game. Villa lined up a lot like I said they would in the match preview, but Chelsea were a little bit different, I think. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, no surprises there. The centre-back partnership of Rudiger and Christensen proved to be rather unconvincing, more on that later. Marcus Alonso at left-back, like I assumed, but Reece James did not start. No. We had Azpilicueta starting at right-back. I thought this kind of game where Chelsea are expected to have a lot of possession, I thought Chelsea really would start Reece James, and then perhaps against City, when you might have to defend more, doing one-on-one defending, I thought Azpi would be more suitable then, but no, Frank went the other way around. The midfield three consisted of Mason Mount left centre mid, where he looked incredible before football paused. Fair enough, got ya. Mateo Kovacic, right centre mid, sweet, and spoiler, shock, N'Golo Kante as a lone pivot in a CDM where I said he would never play. To be honest, disclaimer, he did swap a little bit with Kovacic, and really the role is different. When Billy Gilmour or Jorginho plays that role, they're very much a sort of metronomic passer, but because Chelsea had all the position, Kante basically ran around anyway. He wasn't an anchored pivot. If it was perhaps a different team with, you know, we had like 80% possession, something crazy. If the opposition has more of the ball, then maybe that CDM would have to be more anchored, but you know, fair enough, it worked. Well, kind of whacked. Olivier Giroud started up front, no real surprise. I didn't think it would be Tammy Abraham, but I understand why he started Giroud. He'd pretty much probably rotate them 50-50 for the remainder of the season. In my opinion, I imagine Tammy will start against City. Willian playing at right wing, absolutely no surprises there at all. I predicted that in the predicted lineup, but oh my word, no one saw Ruben Loftus-Cheek starting at left wing. Well, we have been talking about it actually on Football Therapy in terms of him doing that in training, on the training ground, in case, you know, Pedro goes, Willian goes before, you know, the conclusion of the season. They had backup as a sort of winger, but in this game, another spoiler, it did not work. So how did this game go down? Well, I'll tell you, it sort of rings a bell. Chelsea complete domination generally across the 90 minutes, conceding the odd counter-attacking chance, but generally Chelsea domination, loads of possession, and not just totally benign possession as well. Some good combinational football with a few lackluster final third moves. Oh my, that sounds exactly like Chelsea. But keeping with the theme of the whole season, Chelsea dominate most of the game, and just before the end of the first half, Chelsea concede a chance where the ball pretty much goes into a dead ball position, it goes in, lovely cross, scampers it into goal. Kepa makes a good save, to be fair to him, but the follow-up goes in from house, and 1-0 Aston Villa going into the break. This is a familiar feeling, right? The second half starts and some changes had to be done. We could all see the Ruben Loftus-Cheek experiment wasn't working, certainly at this time, so he comes off and Christian Pulisic comes on. Ross Barkley also comes on for, I believe, Mateo Kovacic, who perhaps wasn't great either. And Pulisic gets on the end of a cross and scampers it in, making it 1-1, and Chelsea, in the matter of 2 minutes, go ahead with a lovely, relatively individual goal from Olivier Giroud, who takes the ball in the area on the turn and sticks it in the goal like a proper striker. So Chelsea go up 2-1, and generally I didn't feel safe for the entirety of the game unless Chelsea scored that other goal, which felt like it should have been coming, but you know, they felt like that in the first half, Chelsea going to score, Chelsea going to score. And really, there wasn't loads of clear-cut sitters that Chelsea were missing. You could argue Ruben Loftus-Cheek had to be scoring in the first half, getting on the end of that, I believe it was a Mason Mount cross when he was sliding in at the far post. But you know, I get why he didn't get there. Rusty's maybe not that kind of player just yet. Still, you fancy Chelsea to do a bit more. So let's talk about player performances then. First off, my favourite performer of this match was Mason Mount. He created a bunch of chances, he was pressing all game, he had a very good performance. He looks like a threat, looked pretty darn decent to me generally. Gotta give Christian Pulisic a shout just for changing the dynamic a little bit. Scoring the goal, he didn't do that much in terms of changing the game, but he did do some stuff, so fair play to him. And Olivier Giroud getting that goal as well, like that was him showing his experience, his quality. There was a moment in the first half when he was trying to run in behind and he was just so slow. You just knew that isn't part of his game. But his goal pretty much showed what he can do, and he was great as well. I also want to give a shout out to Kepa. I know we conceded a goal, but that was after him making a save, and he did make another couple of saves as well. Didn't really do anything stupid, so shouts out to Kepa. Really, other than that, I'm not so sure. I think Kante was okay, he was pretty good. The rest of the front line, Willian had his moments, but he also like hit the first man on the corner, you know, his trademark, stuff like that. And no one really impressed me so much other than like, you know, Mason Mount and the others that I've spoken about. In terms of negative performances, Rudiger for me had a straight up stinker. I thought he didn't perform well at all. He gave the ball away, he conceded a couple of goal scoring chances. I think he made one good defensive action that impressed me. Otherwise, he just left me nervous. Christensen was probably better out of the two, but in the latter stages of the game, he also started making mistakes. And it really does make you reflect on this upcoming transfer window of, do Chelsea need to buy a centre-half? Maybe. Anyway, generally positive combinational play. It's the first game back, it's Villa's second game back. We got the 3 points, that's massive. Let's get rid of this analysis screen and talk about where Chelsea are a little bit more. Sweet, so a few changes in this game that I didn't see coming. I probably would have started Reece James because Chelsea had all the possession, and really some of the crosses coming from Azpilicueta from the right back position were lackluster, and with some better delivery, who knows, Chelsea might have scored more goals. We probably would have done better as well if we started Pulisic or even Pedro instead of Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the wing. I do much prefer watching Ruben Loftus-Cheek play from central midfield. I'm not into him, the winger experiment. I may get proved wrong, but at the moment it doesn't look so good. But as things stand, Sheffield's dropped points, Leicester's dropped points, United and Tottenham have dropped points, Chelsea have gained points. They're looking pretty good, and at this moment now, I think Wolves are probably the most threatening team to Chelsea in the top 6. Maybe Leicester as well, because they're above and they're comfortably looking alright in the top 4, but Wolves look mustard, mate, and in terms of returning form, I think they're probably the most worrying. Saying that though, it is the first game back, and it is against an Aston Villa who are scrapping for their lives in the Premier League. They're 19th, a win today would have seen them go out of the relegation zone in the league, so that would have been massive. They do have good players, and they went a goal ahead. Let's not forget this. Chelsea came back and won from behind. So that shows heart, that shows promise, that shows generally good stuff. And I'm really, really pleased to see that, because when we went a goal behind, I was like, oh God, I don't know. Even when Chelsea, went 2-1 up, I'm split 50-50 down the middle of, oh yeah, we're probably going to win 3-1 or even 4-1 now, like I originally predicted. But the other 50% of me, man, is always like, well, we could, maybe not lose it, but I could so see us, conceding to a wonder goal, like Johan Bash against Brighton, something like that. I can see it happening. I can always feel it happening against Chelsea. We've got clinical finishers coming, or we've got Timo, Werner, Hakim Ziyech arriving. The attack will develop. Pulisic will get better. Abraham will get better. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the goals will come. But at the moment, I'm inherently feeling that we're never safe defensively. I don't want to be negative on this match review because Chelsea have taken the points, we've taken the W, we move further away from the people underneath us, so I'm stoked. And that's what I'm going to think. I'm not going to read any more into it at the moment. Sure, there's similar problems, but Chelsea is the first game back. Let's just chill and reflect and enjoy the 3 points. But I'm really keen on getting all your thoughts and opinions, so get down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I'll be down there reading them, interact with each other. And if you've enjoyed this content I've provided for you guys today, I'd urge you all to like the video. That helps me out a lot, man. Yeah, remember to sub. I'm uploading daily. That's it from me, lot. Enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me, baby.